Is it almost? See, you can't even do it. But that was false. That one just doesn't say.
I was talking about the wooden seat.
Oh.
Alright. Stop clapping. We don't need more than one.
Bro,
Name
what if I
review.
want to clap?
So funny. We're back in 2019, I think that was.
I think it was 29. I don't remember. Welcome
back to another episode. Episode 3. Yes,
Was that 3?
I almost lost count.
Guys,
Guys,
you already
we
lost
made
count.
it. Episode 3.
We're dedicated.
All right, great bit. I'm glad we made that bit, guys. Thanks. I was going for a bit, but
you caught me off guard, okay?
that's the point. That's the point of improv.
That was no.
No.
Like,
Also, you have a tendency to not have the microphone up close to you, so do that. Keep doing that. Always do it.
Yeah.
Because it was a pain.
Yeah.
Last time of trying to get your voice leveled.
So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Bad,
Tonight, is it
terrible?
already tonight? What time is it? When are we recording this?
We're recording this at almost 4 o'clock.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's almost 4.
It's 3:11. It's not
3:11.
almost
That's not
4. Oh
almost
my god.
4.
It's almost 4.
No.
We're
Sure,
gonna
okay.
die.
Sure, okay.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Yes.
You know what happens at 6 o'clock?
Party?
No.
I don't know. I you guys would
Okay.
like.
John, you said you have some topics you want to talk about?
Yes.
Today?
Topics. We have many topics to topic
Also,
about.
before we do, I'm sorry, audience, for last week that we didn't upload GreenRoom. John here has other priorities and doesn't sacrifice for people. Go
I
on.
have school
On the weekends?
No, I had to prep for it. Like get school supplies and crap.
No,
That would have taken a
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
It doesn't
A
take
day?
3.
It
That
doesn't
takes...
take a day. It takes me like 2 hours.
Actually, what was I doing last week? Now that I think about it, I know I was doing something important. I don't remember.
All right,
what.
this is all John's fault.
All right,
it's
yeah.
official. It's all his fault.
All right,
All right,
look,
you go. All right, topic.
All right, topic. So, Josh, you graduated high school last year, right?
Yeah.
So this is your first school year. You won't be going back to school. How do you feel about that?
Was this an interview?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about
Tell us
that?
your feeling.
Tell us your thoughts about that. Tell us your mind and what you breathe and how you smell.
You want to know what I think?
What do you think?
Freedom. That's all
Freedom?
I care about right
I
now.
know, Adrian, you're going back to school.
Yeah,
for-
I'm already back in school.
You're already back in school?
Yeah, I started last week. Or, yes.
You started this week?
Yes. Monday.
Yeah,
Of last
so
week.
we're all starting back school, and like, just how do we feel about the new term? Like me and you,
Yeah, you're out of this.
You're out of this.
How do you feel about
How
this?
do you feel about
Oh,
this?
I feel great about this. Jesus Christ.
Ow!
Why'd you do that?
Ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
I think Josh is stuck now. Good job, Josh.
Anyways, how do you feel going back into this new term? Like,
Busy.
yeah, 100%. How have you guys managed with time and stuff? I feel like time
I'm
is
fine.
especially as I've gotten older has become a very difficult thing to like manage.
I think for me, it's easier for me to manage time because I always plan my days into sections.
Okay.
For example, I plan in the mornings, I go to school, and when I
Yeah.
come back, I edit videos, and then in the afternoon, I go to work. That's
Okay.
how I just plan my day out.
So you plan your day?
Yeah,
and you
just
feel
in,
like
just
you
the
have free
sections,
time?
just the general section. Obviously, I eat in between those times, but
Mhm.
you know,
So I do the exact same. I like to plan my days out because I feel like it makes me more on track to do stuff. Because
Right.
otherwise, I don't feel like I want to do anything because my brain doesn't like set up anything. But I feel like especially as you get older, it becomes more and more.
are you okay,
It
Josh?
becomes more and more difficult to control your time. What do you think, Josh?
I don't.
I mean, yeah, Josh, you don't ever schedule.
I don't. I just don't.
Yeah, and that's your downfall in
45 years.
Sure, yeah, in 45 years, that's going to be our downfall. Not like in 2 years or 3 years.
45.
Yeah.
I just feel like
No, 2 minutes.
there's just so much stuff to do nowadays. It's hard to like, figure out what to do, and it becomes difficult to like motivate yourself to do whatever you want to do, because there's just so much stuff
I don't have problem with motivation personally.
Mhm.
I listen to a lot of like self-improvement podcasts and like successful people podcasts and all that. So for me, I don't have any I don't have any problem with motivation. The problem I have is the time. That's it. It's like when I go to school, I'm always reminding myself what I'm doing this for. And also when I go to work, why I'm going to work, because I don't have to go to work. I really don't.
You really don't.
So I'm only going to work so that I can provide equipment and stuff for this YouTube channel and for MadPoint. Subscribe to MadPoint.
Subscribe to MadPoint.
But
Shilling for MadPoint.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe from Josh. Subscribe back to us.
Screw you guys too.
but I don't have problem with motivation whatsoever. That's something I struggled with before, but not anymore. Like I haven't struggled with motivation for like 3 years now.
I just feel like I have so much to do, all the time. I have work. School's starting to come back up, so I'm gonna have a work. I have like a social life. I want to, like talk to people because that really helps with like my mental well-being, right?
Sure.
To just relax and talk to people. I obviously have to like dedicate a whole day to like, filming with MadPoint and all of that. And then, even still, I'm doing all of this, but I still feel like I have like so much more time left. And I always feel like I can do more, but then I start to feel like I get overwhelmed by like all of the stuff I can do. I don't do anything instead. So I feel like that's a big issue.
I know, Josh, that you have something similar to that where you do a lot and then you don't do anything. Like, for example, you write a lot of scripts. You told us this before, but you write a lot of scripts. But then at the end, you don't film any scripts. So
some of them I do, some of them I don't.
Exactly.
Half of them are just stuff that just kind of makes me mad.
Okay.
These are kind of rants, and I'm like, I should probably just put more time into making something a little bit more longer.
Right.
That
I don't know. So I've been
working on it. It's just I think I burnt myself out a bit.
I think one thing you need to start doing, Josh, is that you need to stop worrying about the length of a video. Because I've been seeing a lot of popular YouTubers, especially Logan Paul. Wasn't Logan Paul? Or Jake Paul? Who's the good Paul brother? Logan Paul.
Neither of them.
So Logan Paul.
No, Was it Logan? I don't.
The one who's
know.
not boxing right now.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's Logan Paul. It's Logan Paul.
don't-
So his videos are only 5 minutes long, at most, right now. And I've been seeing this a bunch with other YouTubers too, that they only post videos that are 5 minutes long. But the reason they do this is because they're putting out something quality and all that. You have the problem right now where you want to post something long, like 10 minutes plus, because we were kind of bred to believe that in the early YouTube days.
Well, in
not
the mid,
early,
it's not
mid.
really early, but
Yeah,
it's kind of
in the mid days of monetization,
YouTube,
yeah, all that. So
yeah.
I think you need to focus now on just putting out fun, quality videos instead of stuff that like stresses you out. You need to put out something that's fun, and I think that's the problem. You're burnt out right now because you're not posting stuff that's fun to you. So this is just my observation. I don't know how right I am or not.
I mean, it's understandable though, because like sometimes you need to get a video out, and like you gotta
yeah.
you can't sink in time for like a solid 5 minute like really quality video, so you sink into more like lengthwise,
Yeah, but still, like, I heard a very good quote from the Sidemen when they were doing podcasts, is that if you want to do YouTube, you need to do something that you love to do. You need to post stuff that you love to do. Because if you don't post stuff that you love to do and you get big off that. Because if you keep posting on YouTube, eventually you're going to get big. You're eventually going to get views. But
eventually, very gradually.
We talk like we're big YouTubers.
we know a lot. We know a lot, though.
We talk like we're big YouTubers. That's kind of our dynamic. We know how this works.
We've gone through so many channels at this point, so many experimentations. We're like big YouTubers, except we're not.
We're not even close.
Here's the thing, right?
Okay, let me finish my thought first. So.
We've seen this platform grow.
You need to post something that you love to do. Because if you get big out of something that you're not loving to do, then you can't keep that up for the long term. And you're going to lose your mental health. And you're going to lose the motivation to continue on YouTube. There's a YouTuber named Bazinga. He's part of the Sidemen. And when he got big, he was posting stuff that he didn't love to do. But he got big off it. So he kept doing it because... if you don't, you could lose your career.
Yeah.
You lose everything you've worked for.
And it just dragged his mental health down to the ground because he didn't love to do it. And eventually he just had to stop posting on YouTube to reset himself. And then when he came back, he was posting stuff he loves to do. And now he's great. So especially with newer YouTubers, it's very easy to fall in the trap of posting stuff that gets views.
You get pigeonholed into it.
Exactly. And there's still a lot of YouTubers, smaller YouTubers out there that are posting stuff that they love to do, but there's so many YouTubers I see now that get big, but I could see in their video that they're only posting these videos because it gets them the views and not because they love to do it. They might love it in a certain degree, like you're gonna love the money, you're gonna love the views and the attention, but you're not going to love making the video and doing all this stuff.
Like sinking your time into something just for the money.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And while like that's not a bad way to go about it, it is mentally exhausting, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Because like, you know, we YouTubers have to eat as well, you know? So it's understandable. Sometimes you just have to do the thing that gets you the views, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, at the same time, after a while, it's hard. But at the same time, like a counter to that point is if you do something that you love and you do it over a long period of time, eventually you stop loving it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's also the joy of YouTube, that like once that happens, you could switch it up.
Cause like, so I as an example with my Lazy Otaku video, I started like really deep diving into like more and more of the anime stuff, right?
Right.
Even though it was a short period of time, I was posting weekly, so I was really digging through for content, for stuff, and I found myself being like, you know, I'm not watching anime anymore because I like to watch anime. I'm watching anime because I need to find content, you know?
Right, yeah.
And I feel like making that realization like very much stunts your love for something, you know? Because at some point you're doing it because you have to find content, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing at times, but it is...
It takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, it takes the fun out of it. It takes your passion away in some degree, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I kind of understand when like big YouTubers say that they're burnt out of video games and stuff, because you know eventually you're no longer playing video games because you love to play video games. You're just trying to find content, you know?
Right. Josh, thoughts?
You have to give up something. At some point, you just gotta have to give up something. Just for your own well-being, you know?
Yeah. Also, I think one thing that a lot of people don't realize about YouTube is that it takes a lot of sacrifice. Like,
you can't have everything.
All three of us used to just hang out on the weekends and just have fun. But now, well, we still hang out.
We still
most of our day is just derived for YouTube and what we're gonna be posting and the content that we're gonna be making for that day.
And I think that's part of what. I think that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it is a sacrifice that we have had to make.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice, but it's not something that
that like, we're personally upset about.
Yeah,
It's a
but-
sacrifice we were all willing to make.
But there's a lot of people out there that don't understand that you're going to have to make that sacrifice whether you like it or not if you want to make it big on YouTube.
Mhm.
Because
You have to sacrifice something, and eventually you might be able to get it back, of course.
yeah,
but
sure. But
It's
if
a
you
long
want to
road.
get big, you're going to have to sacrifice some time, energy,
Yeah.
and all
Money.
that.
It's a
and a
long
lot of
road.
money.
We have probably spent a solid, like what, couple $1,000?
I would say a couple thousand.
Couple $1,000 for
just to make this happen.
Though again, we did save a lot of money with this camera being provided as a gift.
Yeah, we also like get a lot of gifts and stuff, so it could have easily been more than like what, like $3,000.
Yeah, I would say
5,
about
10, something.
No, definitely not 10. We're not in 10,000
We're not
yet.
10. We're not 10 yet.
I'd definitely say like
But we have sunk in a
3.5.
lot of money.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here at 10 subscribers.
yeah.
Oh, we come from there. We come from another channel we all used to do together, and this is the part where I'm like, man, back in the, am I allowed to say the channel name?
Yeah.
Back in the VCR days, I was like very adamant, or I was very motivated to make more videos,
Right.
especially. Yeah, but after that, I was like, well, what do I do now? I could just post on my own channel, but it wouldn't be the same, or maybe I just needed to do this independently.
I think so. For viewers who don't know, okay, the VCRs is a channel that all three of us started a long time ago, back in our childhood days.
We reached about 200 something.
Yeah, I think when we stopped, we had 240 something subs.
That subscriber count has been slowly going down.
Well, yeah,
We're
we
about
don't post
230.
anything there, so I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish we
also-
could post
But
at least something.
I feel like the VCRs is a great learning ground that we had.
Yeah,
because,
it was definitely our playground of
because
learning.
so what we posted there was literally anything,
Anything.
which can be a good thing, but can also be a very very bad
not
thing.
a very good thing.
The channel always felt very splintered, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
It
disorganized.
was a mess.
There
It
was
was
so
everywhere.
many different ideas that went onto that channel that channel would never have been successful.
Yeah,
Never.
we tried so many times to organize videos and when we upload, and we did it for a little bit, but then it went back into just disorganized mess. And
And then the
We all
pandemic
just-
happened.
We all just had different ideas. Oh my god, I peaked my
it's fine.
microphone.
It's I'll fix it in post. But anyways,
But so because we just had so many disorganized thoughts and ideas, it kind of like destroyed any momentum that the channel had, you know?
yeah,
Because we would go on one track and then we'd hop off to a different track and then we'd hop off in the next state and then we'd go off to the moon for a little bit.
yeah. The moon was the it begins, and then we came right back down to Earth, crashing down.
And then we exploded, you know.
Yeah,
Hey, we went back to the moon for like one more
a
time.
second.
For a second, and then we.
Yeah.
I wish we could have finished.
No, well.
But it gave us a lot of experience.
Yeah, I think that's the most
100%.
valuable part of it.
Like so much experience was gained. We learned stop motion from that.
I think I think
scripting,
we learned a lot about audio.
cinematography.
Yeah, cinematography for sure.
Audio. We learned so much from that
Also,
channel.
just being more comfortable in front of a camera.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
I remember
We're just,
being very camera shy.
Yeah.
He used to be so camera shy. You wouldn't see him in any video. Now,
Well, you
Now look at you. Well-
usually see me behind.
Yeah,
when
we
you
see
were
you,
behind
or
the
when you
camera.
are in front of the camera, you barely talk at all,
Yeah, you would just stare off in the distance, and
which you still do now. But like,
well,
you're
I mean,
not
yeah,
shy.
but you're not.
you're just out of here.
Because you know
What?
he's special.
That's part of the thumbnail right there.
A high school friend actually asked me this a couple nights ago, if I had Asperger's or something.
No,
What?
what'd you say?
I said no.
Oh, you should have said yes.
Why?
mess with them a little bit.
No, it was a serious question.
Oh, if it was serious, okay.
it was
okay.
a pretty serious
I thought
question.
it was just a joke. Okay.
No, but he did ask me. I was like, no, I'd never been diagnosed.
No, I'm sure all three of
hope
us
I
have
don't.
like some form, maybe ADHD. If anyone does have,
If anyone
It'll be
does
Josh.
have ADHD, yeah.
yeah, but I'm sure all three of us have some kind.
Yeah, we definitely float around with ideas, which was that was what killed the VCRs.
Yes,
Our
But-
incessant need to
but-
try different things.
but now I think right now we're going in a straight direction, straighter than it was before.
Knock on wood.
So yeah,
This
knock
is
on plastic. But
Boom, did it.
yeah.
I hope that's wood.
Also, if anyone like is an inspiring YouTuber, I think it is good to have a channel just to experiment on. Like,
My second channel is just where I throw everything else that I ever wanted to make on there. So
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I want to do with my current Lazy Otaku video or channel. But I don't know what to post.
I just post clips, video essays that I just wanted to make or something, or
but like,
anything else.
just start a YouTube channel and post whatever you want, because most likely than not, it's not going to go anywhere, and it's more of the gaining experience.
Yeah, it's more of the learning
Yeah.
than anything else. You're not gonna hop on, especially nowadays. You're not gonna come to this to YouTube and then just pop off right away. You know,
That's a very
Unless
rare
something
case.
ridiculous you do happens, like
It's a very rare case.
I don't know if prank channels are still big on YouTube, are they?
Well, they probably are, but
the prank days are kind of over.
the prank
Yeah.
days are they're over.
But like if it was
Just
back
go
in like
away.
2015, prank
2016.
days, like
Prank
and
channels
if
were
anyone did a
popping
prank,
off.
that's like a guarantee 100,000 views.
Pop off. You did a
Especially
prank.
if it's like super good, then that's a guaranteed like million.
Yeah, but most of the prank
to be
videos
fair,
just kind of
to be fair, if you want to get popular right now on YouTube, or you want to get popular on social media in general, TikTok's the way to go.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic, so many people have been watching so much TikTok. I've seen I have a bunch of coworkers and work friends at work, and a lot of them constantly, oh, have you seen this TikTok? Have you seen this TikTok? Oh, this reminds me of this TikTok. And I've seen their Snapchat stories, for example, and they post stuff like, I've seen 45 hours of TikTok in this 1 week.
Yeah.
So
feel old yet? Feel old yet?
I also see it all over Instagram too.
oh yeah, and YouTube Shorts right now, we tested a little bit with the YouTube Shorts. They are explosive.
Yeah, they work.
Yeah, but it is definitely, if that's not what you want to go for, you want to actually build quality and stuff. No, but if you want to pop off, just do that.
Yes. There is a very fine line though of you making a good video and then posting it on TikTok, or like clips of it on TikTok and then getting traction like that. But again, it's a very fine line, and I don't know.
It's a
We don't know
case of
the
quantity.
longevity of that yet. So because it's still very new, so we don't know the longevity of TikTok viewers going to your YouTube channel and all that.
Mhm.
From what I've seen, it's not that good. But we're
when
still
TikTok's
we're
dies,
still
all the TikTokers are going to come to YouTube.
well, you see, there is already a lot of TikTokers.
Yeah.
on
Have you seen
YouTube.
the YouTube Shorts recently?
Yep.
So
They're all on TikTok.
what was I gonna say? I forgot.
But it's a big market right now.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Vine days
Ah, yes, fine.
because Logan Paul, for example, he started in Vine, and Jake Paul. I don't know. I don't care. But
yeah.
Logan Paul, he started on Vine, and then once Vine died, he moved to YouTube, and really grew his platform there.
Well, yeah, and especially he had a big following at the time, right?
He didn't have as
Or
big
he
as a
didn't have
following.
as big of a following, but he brought over his following.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And that's one of the big things is if you build up your following and you bring it to YouTube, it's that's how the odd ones out popped off on YouTube. I'm seeing this new animator. I think their name's like Tim. Starts with a T.
Tim Duncan.
No, is an animator person
Tem.
like Tempura, something like that.
Tem.
They hit recently 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and they brought their following from Twitter. I think they would post
Twitter.
They
Twitter?
they would put animations like short, like 3-minute or like not 3-minute, like yeah, you know the name.
I
I've
never know how
heard
to
of the
teleport.
Twitter thing.
Yeah, and they
Interesting.
brought on their following, and their YouTube channel is raising up to
because I'm subscribed to that channel. I know what they're
me
talking
too.
about.
They're-
It's just super horny, but it's just
What?
genuinely entertaining.
it's really good content, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Okay.
But so I feel like one of the best ways to grow a channel is to
It's this
find a
one, right?
following. Yeah.
It's this one.
Oh yes, I know that guy from Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but
on
he
Instagram.
has Twitter.
He posts his stuff on Twitter. He built his following on those smaller platforms and then popped off on YouTube. And like I said, that is literally the formula nowadays. Is do that or do a collab.
That's always been the thing though for animators, is because if I don't think you guys know at all, but Newgrounds was a huge thing before even YouTube for animators, because you could post your original animations there.
Yeah.
And once YouTube came in the play, some people stayed on Newgrounds, but the people who are like super smart with social media back then it wasn't that knowing, but they moved to YouTube, and now they are like huge on YouTube because they made that transition from Newgrounds to YouTube. And I guess it's now the same with just Twitter or Instagram to YouTube.
That is the way to build a huge following, is build a smaller following somewhere else and then bring that following to YouTube. You know?
I once joined DeviantArt because I thought it was a built-in it was like there was a built-in animator for like unlike the web, but I just never knew where to find it. So yeah, I deleted my account afterwards.
What a story. Great story, Josh.
Yeah.
The only other way I've seen people like pop off on YouTube, like the main big ways, is, you know, small community elsewhere and then bring it to YouTube. Like every big YouTuber has basically done that, or like, you know, started from like this big, like when, what was it? Screw Attack? Not Screw Attack. Was it Screw Attack? What was it
I
called?
don't know what you're talking about.
Death Battle? Or...
No, what's the big company name?
Rooster
Something
Teeth?
Yeah, Rooster Teeth. When Rooster Teeth was, you know, the main thing on YouTube, a bunch of YouTubers were on Rooster Teeth, and then, you know, their channel partnered with it, and they brought in views that way.
We're talking about actually Machinima?
Yeah, Machinima. There we go.
Because Rooster Teeth didn't do that.
Yeah, Machinima. You know
Are they
what I was
still
talking
alive?
about.
No, they're dead. They've been dead for a long time.
They've been dead, but all of the people that came from Machinima are still big. One of the big ones, Game Theory. I know Aya's Cupcake came from Machinima. I know Jaden Animations actually kind of owes her channel a tiny bit to Aya's Cupcake from Machinima, or when she came to Machinima. No, not. It's a complicated story, all right? But, you know, they came from this bigger platform, right? Or, you know, this smaller platform, I guess. And then they funneled in the views that way, and then from there grew their channel, you know?
Yeah.
And the only other way that I've seen, other than like build a small following and collabs, is or shout outs, for example, is longevity. Not longevity, but just grinding out the channel, or grinding out for a long time.
Yeah.
The biggest example for this is probably Swoozy. You guys know Swoozy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has been on the platform for like almost 10 years. He is considered the granddaddy of animation on YouTube, because even during the period of time when YouTube was more focused based on like longer videos and stuff, he still posted like shorter videos, because, you know, they were animation videos. But because he kept posting for such a long time, he slowly built up his following to today's, you know, massive numbers.
Yeah. The only other way I've also seen, at least in the year 2021, is clout. Clout is a big thing on social media.
Yeah, but it also sucks.
Yeah, I was just saying that, like, you can build a following with clout. It's just that the longevity is not that well, unless you're a Keemstar. But there's
Or Logan Paul.
or Logan Paul. Well, yeah, or Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
half Logan and Jake Paul, but yeah, Keemstar.
Keemstar is
built
like the
his
prime
career.
example
He
of
built his
clout.
career off cloud.
Yeah, and he's still popping off. I think he's still getting like a minimum of 1 million views per video. So, guess that Gnome is doing good for himself. So, whatever. But anyways,
I don't know what to think of that guy.
it's a risk play to do. If you were to build a community out of clout, it's very risky because not only will the longevity not be there, but
Your entire
the
community,
toxicity
your entire community will be goddamn toxic.
Yeah, it could be toxic as hell. So that's a risk you gotta play with. A content creator that's pretty well known for this. He didn't build off of clout, but he built off of toxicity. Is Ice Poseidon.
Oh yeah. No, Ice Poseidon.
Ice Poseidon.
Oh, I know, but also Leafy.
Oh yes, and Leafy.
yeah, Leafy.
Yes. I forgot
Man.
about Leafy because
Man, they just told him to get out. They just told him, get out of here.
I feel like Leafy is the most well-known example.
okay,
He's
yeah,
like
we can use
the
Leafy.
commentary YouTube.
Yeah. Oh man, I missed the old Leafy where he just talked about his stories and all that. That's when I subscribed to him and I found him. I was like, oh my god, these stories were so cool. But then drama.
we
And then I was
know
like,
where that went.
We know where that went.
Well, if you're
If you're familiar, but
if you've been on the
Commentary is
platform
weird.
for a while, you know.
commentary is kind of a weird
I'm
place.
actually just not enjoying commentary videos anymore. I find them
There's nothing
bad
to
now.
There's nothing to talk about. It's
Not
easy to
only
go
that.
with commentary, but it's a slippery slope because YouTube will kind of get you, man.
yeah.
They'll kinda get
I just think commentary
go get
is
you.
commentary channels are just so not only cookie cutter, but like it's easy to be toxic in those. And easy to give out wrong information, especially. There are some commentary channels that give off good information and do their research in a lot, but I've seen one too many that just provide information that is completely wrong or that is like their opinion, but not really. They're trying to make it out as a fact, which is not good. And
Ever heard of Mudahar?
no,
Some Ordinary Gamers?
no.
Really?
I don't care for commentary channels.
Do you have some water? Thank you.
Keep talking.
There's this. I don't know whether to call him a commentary YouTuber or not, but he does.
Damn.
I don't know. He
I'll just go
It's
grab
weird.
some water later.
because he made a tweet saying that I miss when we could all bully each other on YouTube. Just let us do that. I'm like,
I feel like YouTube is way too big
sometimes-
now, you know?
Sometimes bullying and letting people bully each other is probably the last thing you want to do.
I don't think it's
probably the
per
last
se
thing you
that
wanna do.
YouTube's too big. I just think the internet has changed where that's not okay anymore. Because back in 2016, 2015, back in the Filthy Frank days,
Oh, yeah.
it was drama was everywhere.
Oh,
every
yeah.
second, every
Ooh.
corner, every channel
my
Isn't it
God.
had
always,
drama.
Isn't it always? But
But YouTube was, I will say, it was still like huge. YouTube was so ginormous at that point. And nowadays, YouTube is bigger. It's still just as popular, and it's just the internet has changed so much where toxicity on YouTube, at least. I'm not gonna say somewhere else.
that won't
Twitter.
really fly.
But yeah, it just doesn't fly as good. Not because of like the audience. Yes, the audience helps, but also other YouTubers are really good at calling other people out and being like, "This is not okay. Let's stop this," which I think is a good thing.
I think it's just like people got sick after
Yes.
Yeah, people got- people got-
definitely.
People got sick of the drama.
2014.
We're all bored of it.
Yeah,
Every-
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's not that we're bored of it.
Every time we hear this, it's like,
Mm.
just another
It's
day.
just- yeah,
It
you know,
turned from
there-
to just
Yeah.
Oh, he did that? Oh my god. Well, okay, anyways.
Unless it was like super bad.
Unless it was super bad, but then
But even then, they
Yeah,
just
you
move on.
get-
you
you
get
They move
washed
on.
away because people are really good now at like not promoting it, as much,
Mhm.
or like
I think nowadays what I've seen a lot nowadays is that just other bigger YouTubers are so good at just calling other YouTubers out. And like back then, it wasn't like that before the Filthy Frank days. It wasn't really like that where other YouTubers would call out other YouTubers, be like, this is not okay. It was just more up to the audience.
Mhm.
But nowadays, it is so common to see a YouTuber call out another YouTuber, be like, we need for him to not do that. Or her, he, she, whatever, to not do this. And again, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, because sometimes the YouTuber who's calling out the other YouTuber is just jealous.
Mhm.
So,
or overreacting,
yeah, or overreacting.
and
all
then
that.
I feel like a lot of people, especially big YouTubers, or when people become big YouTubers, they fail to realize how much power they have over
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet.
Yep.
Because once you get a huge following behind you, you become unstoppable, basically. Which is, like I said, it very much depends on the YouTuber on how they use this power. Because they have enough power to direct the internet in any direction that they want. For example, what's a good example of this? Okay. For example, do you guys...
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie is a pretty good
PewDiePie.
example, yeah.
PewDiePie. What was a good example of that?
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
the T-Series
That
thing.
was a fun era.
That
That was a fun era of YouTube.
That was what? Yeah, that was not too long ago.
That was 2019.
18.
18.
Was it 18?
It was 18.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I was like, wait, hold up. How old am I?
Bitch lasagna still sounds kind of new.
Well, yeah, it's modern technology, Josh.
The
Wow.
fact that we're considering bitch lasagna new is showing our age, basically.
Yeah,
we're a tiny bit old, but yeah, it very much depends
Everything
on
just
how you
moves so
use
fast.
your power for YouTube. You can use it for something fun, right? Like promoting the community to go ahead and like yeah, this little rivalry type deal, But obviously there's gonna be some people that take it a little too far. For example, back when the whole bitch lasagna thing was going on, people would like extremist people would go and like go to schools and like bully on like the Indian kids.
they did that?
Yeah, that's why
What? I didn't know that.
that's why he did a charity live stream to feed like homeless people in India, was because people started taking it really far. And so to try and counteract this, he's like, yo, we're taking this too far. Let's do this charity stream to raise a bunch of money for like a bunch of homeless Indian kids.
Yeah.
So
Extremists are the worst.
there is a lot of power, because you're not only getting the power of like the regular citizen, right? Because the regular citizen is really powerful on their own, but you're also getting like a bunch of like people that will die for you, basically.
Mhm.
And some people just can't handle that power.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some people they just implode on it.
I think it's even
And
worse.
some people get overwhelmed by it and
Yeah, I was
implode on
gonna
it.
say, I think it's even worse with like TikTok now, where like some kids get huge on TikTok, like
And then they go do
50
something.
million followers on TikTok.
And then they get exposed for something they do, and then they crack down under pressure. Ever seen any TikTok drama in your life? It's ridiculous.
I was gonna give the example of Bryce Hall and calling out KSI for a boxing match, and so this happened, and Bryce Hall was claiming that he was a boxer and fighter, and he went on to box. I forgot which YouTuber boxed him, but it was some other YouTuber, and he got destroyed. But there's literally a video of him saying that, like, in the pre-game show, whatever thing, he was like, yeah, I'm a fighter. I street fight all the time. I fought like 50 fights and all that. And then literally after he got beat, he's like, I never claimed to be a fighter. I never claimed that I could fight anyone. It's just egos just go through the roof with getting a huge followers so fast. And
I think also a really good example of this is the hit or miss girl. Do you guys know what happened after she got big off of that TikTok?
I saw an interview of Anthony Padilla doing an interview of her, and yeah, I don't remember what he said though.
I know Dog VA. He actually interviewed her, and he even talked about it on the Trash Taste podcast. Trash Taste, if you want to do a collab with us.
Oh yeah.
I
was gonna watch an episode of that actually.
Go all the way to Japan.
I mean, we can.
Oh yeah.
We'll drop
the
a
money,
stat
John.
for us.
Unless they pay for it.
We're
that big.
Oh yeah, we'll do something like a virtual type of thing if you.
No, they don't do virtual. They don't do virtual. They don't. They explicitly said they will have the person sit in the studio. Otherwise, it's a no. They won't do it.
Fly us out to Japan. We'll be your perfect guest. We promise.
But he talked about the hit or miss girl, right? And the thing was, she got really big off of the hit or miss thing, right?
Yeah.
Except the internet went ballistic off of her, right?
Yeah.
Well, you guys remember the whole
internet
I
remember
going ballistic.
that for sure.
But they went so ballistic to the point that after the hit or miss thing, she basically went off the grid because people would DDoS her. What was it?
Yeah, DDoS.
Yeah, DDoS. They would DDoS her constantly. They found out that she had a boyfriend. They would give hate, like so much hate on her. There was like all of the TikToks that were like, "Oh, she's actually a dude."
Yeah, that's
stuff.
what I saw a lot.
Yeah, there was so much of that, and she just got shit on so hard.
Yep.
And it's really tough, because think about it. She was like,
she was
not even out of high school, right?
She was the
I don't
meme.
know.
I didn't.
She was young, and the whole getting big instantly just completely destroyed her, like any career that she could have potentially had.
Right.
Off of the whole internet thing, because the internet just overwhelmed her basically. That's the whole problem with becoming a big YouTuber. You have so much people at your command, yes, but you also have so much people that are like going to actively attack you.
Yeah.
And some people just can't take that,
Yeah. And it's understandable. Like, not everyone has a thick skin on the internet. And I think if you want to be a influencer or a YouTuber or whatever they call it, people these days, you gotta have a thick skin, because there's always gonna be hate comments. There's criticism, which is good. If it's good criticism, always
Not
take
vitriolic.
it. And you just gotta have that thick skin. Do not let the haters get to you, basically. And yes, it might happen now and then, but like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just you just gotta deal with it.
Yeah,
with it,
which
man.
is depressing to think about. There's no way to deal with hate comments.
That's kind of life, though.
You have
Some people
to deal
are just...
with all of the hate comments. But think about it. I know you say that that's life, like, oh, boo-hoo. Like, a lot of people...
kind of life,
a lot
but
of
also...
people are like, oh, boo-hoo, this person wrote a mean comment to me or whatever. Like, oh, that happens at work all the time. Get over
It's part
it.
of the jab.
But
It's
think
just part
about
of the
it.
job.
But think about it. You have to sit up here, right? You have to talk to a whole group of people, and you have to know that everything you do will be shit on. That people will constantly tell you all of your negative points, all of your negative insecurities. They will find it and they will pick at it. Nobody has to deal with that as big as content creators. People say, oh, boo-hoo, like, so what? Like, it happens at jobs, people bully each other. But to have thousands of people tell you every single day that you're a piece of shit fucks with your mind.
Yeah, it really does. And of course, there's also solutions to that, like get therapy, talk to someone, and all that, which is something that is being like more well known now.
It's way more common than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, which is good that now we have resources everywhere
Because
to help with your mental
more and
health.
more people are just starting to understand. Hey, the people, the content creators, the people we look up to, they have feelings too.
Yeah. So
we shouldn't treat it.
If you guys ever seen like YouTubers on podcasts and they talk about stuff like this, every single YouTuber I've ever seen that talks about this always say that that they do therapy. Every single one of them. I've always seen them say that, yeah, they're in therapy because they got a outlet somehow.
It is intense.
So
it is one of the most biggest downsides of being a creator. There's tons of upsides.
Oh yeah.
Tons of upsides about being a creator. But to put yourself out there and know that you're gonna get shit on is one of the hardest things about this YouTube thing. And that's why not everybody can be a content creator. I know the whole dream is oh yeah, anybody can be a content creator. That may have been true before, but not anymore.
It's like acting.
Yeah, it takes a very specific person to be able to, not get burnt out, not get all of the hate, shit on by them, have to, constantly worry about, friends and family disapproving on them, having to grind every single day to get more out, to find more content, to be entertaining in front of the camera. It is a difficult career to do.
Right.
And I just feel like so many people just don't understand that, and they just give hate.
They just think that is just easy.
They just give hate because, oh, it's so sad, I'm crying in my mansion, oh, this YouTube job is so difficult, boo-hoo, I get a couple of mean comments, but at least I get $1,000. The money, sure, is definitely a thing that, you get from this.
It helps, but it's not everything.
It helps with a lot. But to be able to, keep your mindset on recording, to keep your mindset on the camera and not on the negative comments, not on how worn out you are, not on anything else, is so hard. For example, okay, there he goes.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the most difficult things is there's no sick days.
Oh yeah.
Unless you are in the hospital, there is no sick days for you.
Yeah.
There is.
Even when YouTubers are sick, they still record.
They still record. People, for example, like Markiplier, whenever he gets sick, he will still keep recording.
Yeah.
Even if he's spitting blood and there's blood on his microphone, he has to keep recording. That's the mindset that you have to have with this.
Yeah.
It sounds hard, but in a way,
it is hard.
It does sound. All of this sounds difficult, right? But I think that's part of. Well, all I had to say is all of this sounds really difficult. But if you have enough motive, if you can't do it, go ahead and do it, because
it's difficult.
It's difficult
because
but
it sounds difficult because it is.
It is difficult. It is 100%.
Which is another reason why I don't like TikTok. I'm not hating on TikTok. I think there's a lot of good that comes from TikTok, like the memes.
TikTok, put it on the channel. Put it. That's the thumbnail.
I think memes that come out from TikTok is very funny.
The only thing that's the only thing I like.
There's also
TikTok.
the premise says these TikTokers got huge, and then they go on YouTube and don't realize how much work it actually takes to be a YouTuber or a full-time content creator and all that. So, and then they get hurt or not hurt. Their feelings get hurt, and then they can't deal with it. And then all that happens is I don't like TikTokers that get so big
that they just can't handle it.
Not only that is that they get so big,
put in the work.
and then exactly, they don't put in the work, so they're not used to having to do this grind or having to deal with the hate and all that. It's especially I think if you start on YouTube first, be very small. It's easier in the long term to deal with all this because, especially if you're new YouTuber and you're sucking at making videos, there's always be that comments this video sucks. Oh, thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys, appreciate it.
I put in hundreds of hours on this channel, on this video, on specifically the moment that you said. I recorded this 500 times, but thanks. I appreciate it. It's funny because we act like we get so much hate comments.
I think we just I think we just got taught. We just never got to handle it. But I think we're gonna cry. We're gonna. It's gonna be stressful when we have to deal with it.
When we die?
When we die?
It's gonna be kind of stressful when we do have to eventually.
Actually,
deal with
I
hate
think
comments.
we'll
it's gonna
be
be
ready,
tiny
to
bit
be honest.
stressful.
Honestly,
but we'll be all
yeah.
right. It's just like, oh,
We've trained ourselves.
Thank
We've trained
you.
ourselves.
Yeah.
We hate on each other enough. So, like, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
We've trained ourselves up.
When we're the best
friends.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Actually, I'm waiting for our first hate comment because that's how you know
that's
you've
kind of
made
weird,
it. As
isn't
a
it? That we've been
YouTuber.
uploading on YouTube for so long and we haven't really gotten much hate.
We got one hate comment. I remember the one hate comment.
What was it?
It was when I built the Lego car tutorial.
Oh yes,
And there was that one hate comment. That doesn't even look like a car.
Is that really a hate comment though? Like, I don't think we've ever gotten like a super genuine one that's like, "This sucks. You should go die." Like, I don't think we've ever gotten something like that though.
Bro, I'm
If somebody
actually
just says you should go die, I'm just gonna put asterisk dies asterisk.
no. Heart the comment, pin it.
That's fair. Just dies.
If you want to get your comment pin, go ahead and type that in YouTube.
I'm honestly,
Comments.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for our first hate comment because that's how you know you've made it as a YouTuber when you get your first hate comment.
Yep, that's you know you're going in the right direction, or maybe the wrong. Maybe you're actually doing something wrong.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, no, like
that's up to subjective opinion.
if you get a ton of hate comments, you've obviously fucked up somewhere.
Yeah,
But you know, if you get like a couple as you're starting to grow, that's good. That's a sign that you are actually growing.
yeah.
When you finally get those hate watchers.
No, a good example is actually Linus.
Linus Tech Tips?
Yeah, Linus Tech Tips. Like, some of his takes, they actually make sense, but not everyone agrees. So I'm all like, I mean, this is I feel like some of what he says is common knowledge, but people don't agree because I guess it's just not how they feel or something. Like, for instance, the whole Apple Silicon presentation back in 2020. Apple was very vague when it came to their benchmarks. They compared it to some other laptop. They never specified which laptop. So it made them look like they was claiming all these things for what could have been little performance or what could have been little performance boost. Of course, they proved us wrong. We all kind of knew that it was going to be good because Apple is really good with their SoCs. Like,
Right.
they can the A12Z in my iPad can run Autodesk CAD, no lag.
Okay, we're getting off track right now.
But like people, even the tech YouTuber called him out, and he was like, and one of his points was, there's a difference between software encoding and hardware encoding. And there were a lot of Apple shills in the comments. And Linus' response was, don't take my word for it. Take Apple's word for it. You guys are good at that.
Yep.
That was amazing. Like, if he could deal with a bunch of hate comments and basically just insult him.
Okay. Let me ask you guys a question then. Let's get in the section of questions time now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you guys could get huge on YouTube, let's say 10 million subs, all right, and growing.
Like that?
Just like that. Well, not instantly, but like once you start, it's just gonna grow really fast. But your content either has to be fashion, makeup, or what was another one? Or tutorials. Which one would you do?
Tutorials.
Yeah. Only tutorials. You could only do tutorials.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He tried that once. He got a lot of views off of it.
But a lot of dislikes.
Yeah, because you did nothing.
I know.
You barely showed anything.
But I think I would be really good off of tutorials.
That's it, just tutorials. Okay.
Because that's the only way I don't.
Your first video would be like, welcome guys to my...
Here's the thing.
No, it has to be.
You know, like a terrible microphone. It's too quiet.
Welcome back to another tutorial video. Today I'm gonna teach you how
Do the
to.
annoying voice.
Hey guys. Today I'm gonna teach you.
Jimmy, change your clothes.
No, Mom, I'm just recording something. Give me like 5 more minutes.
Anyways, you, John?
No, but like, given James Charles's record, I'm never touching beauty.
But you're not James Charles.
But also, I don't want to touch it.
You're not gonna touch it. You're just gonna be your own person. Okay. You, John? Fashion, makeup, or tutorials?
Damn, all the choices suck.
Yeah. Well, that's our opinion.
That's our opinion.
Yeah.
All these choices kind of suck.
There is nothing wrong with liking fashion, or there was actually some really good there was this one
Fashion
YouTuber I watched
YouTubers
that,
and
like,
stuff.
they would do their makeup, but as they did their makeup, they would do a movie review while they did their makeup. And I thought it was a really interesting, fun concept.
Ooh, one I saw is that a mukbang, like, quote unquote ASMR. I think I showed you the clip, but someone dressed as like made up themselves as Michael Jackson, and as they were eating like hot wings, it was like and just like, what the hell is this? Like, oh my god, this is best mukbang ever.
So there are some good ones, but
Giving Nico Cotto Avocado a run for his money.
Yeah, sure.
we're not gonna touch that subject.
Anyways, John, what will you pick? Oh, how about this? Let's change it then. Either fashion, makeup, or story times, but your life. No, not story times, or ASMR. Do that. Yeah, ASMR. So you have to change your choice, Josh. Fashion, makeup, or ASMR.
ASMR.
Maybe ASMR.
Really?
Yeah.
You gonna be a Pokemon?
I'm not a big fan of the ASMR type deal.
I hate it myself. It makes me very uncomfortable. But if I'm going to make myself uncomfortable, everybody's going to suffer with me.
You don't have to listen to it. They don't have headphones. They just use the little ear microphone that costs $1,000, by the way. But I think it's actually $10,000. No. Yeah, $1,000.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
$10,000?
I'd still go with ASMR because I can annoy other people with it.
I would do ASMR, but I would be like a funny ASMR thing where it's like it was like, you know, there's like a crappy microphone, for example, and I'm like, ASMR time. I throw watermelon at the wall.
If I was to do ASMR, then it had to be like really funny. You know when you drink a lot of liquids and then you feel like your stomach like filled with liquids and you shake you. I think I'll do that. I'll just put the microphone on something, just like wiggle. You hear the little slash in the. I think that'll be funny as hell.
That would be funny, but gross.
Yeah, but you know, you got big off that.
Oh, where are you? Oh, there he goes. Bye. Anyways, oh, there he is.
I don't know why he got so offended over that. Just that. He's offended, guys.
Oh,
He can't say anything because he's not here, so he's offended.
Yeah. Anyways, he's a poopy McTrotterface. That's right. I said it.
Should I come back?
Yes,
Yes.
come back.
No, I just walked away. Of all things to make ASMR
What?
about.
I think that'll be funny. That will be funny.
I would definitely
all
go with
things.
ASMR just because of like how much I could probably troll and meme with it.
Exactly. That. Yeah. Even though it makes me. Oh my god! It makes me feel super uncomfortable.
Just be like ASMR time.
You don't get the tinglies? You don't get tinglies? ASMR?
That's exactly what I get, and that's what makes me uncomfortable.
Oh,
'cause
you
it
don't
feels
like that,
something-
though, huh?
It feels like something is touching me.
Well, that's the
Without
point,
my
though.
permission.
That's exactly the point of ASMR.
I don't know. I'm not
like
that.
I just watched the video, and it still feels like I didn't consent.
Well, you did because you clicked on the video.
Well, no, I want out.
Well, you can click on any second now. You clicked on the ASMR knowing it's an ASMR, and you're like, oh my god.
I don't know why, but it just makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. And it's like, no, stop! You're
Alright.
making me feel weird.
No. Okay.
No, but yeah, I would definitely meme with it. You know, throw watermelon. Maybe do like one where it's like, welcome to my. Ah! And, you know, stuff like
Jesus Christ, John. I think I don't know if anyone has ever done this, but there should do an ASMR of eating watermelon, but like just the whole thing, like not even cut, just like start biting it. Just that would be a pretty funny ASMR.
Yeah, I would do ASMR just because like of the meme potential and the creativity. It's like, what are you gonna do with fashion? Oh yeah, hey guys, here's my T-shirt that I bought from Walmart. It's cool.
Try to make something
You can
like
also
on
make your
a
own
budget,
fashion, yeah.
or just make your own fashion line, release it,
The second option
have a
for
rap
me-
career on the side.
Have a
No, you
rap
could only
career.
do fashion. Yeah.
See, the second option for me was gonna be makeup, but that's because I have no idea how to do makeup. So I think it'd be funny just see just a bunch of makeup and just be like, so anyways, and like do like a story time and just completely not do makeup whatsoever. Like use
Make
the
yourself
mascara.
look like a goddamn
Mhm.
clown.
Right.
Use the mascara to like draw on my eyebrow. I don't know.
Eyelashes.
Eyelashes, you know. Make my eyelashes.
I'm not in.
dapper.
I don't do beauty products because
Exactly. Or like, you know, maybe someday I would
I'm a man.
pop up and be like, "Hey guys,
And
so today
Man.
in my beauty stuff," and I'd tell them a story, and I just use like Crayola, like the washable markers.
that's not makeup, John.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Have you not seen people use Crayola markers for like, you know, cosplay stuff? Like they can use it.
Okay, well, I don't know then.
I don't know. I have no idea, but I think it would just be funny. Just
Imagine if Crayola
and,
started
like-
making beauty products.
and make like a face painting type deal with like a bunch of like watercolors or whatever.
From
But
the
like
people
it's
who
really
make your
crappy
fa-
because I can't see myself in the mirror or anything.
from the people who make your favorite crayons, Crayola beauty products.
For the
most
children. Now for
stupidest
kids.
Now for kids.
Now edible.
Endorsed by James Charles.
So
That would be weird.
that would be my second option. Would be
Okay.
to go with that.
How about this? All right, you are a big YouTuber for whatever content you make, okay?
I'd do it.
But you okay, so how about this? You get instantly famous, all right, for whatever content you want to post on YouTube or content creation, whatever you want to do, okay? But your only sponsor from now on and forever is going to be Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow. Not sponsored. We're not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not sponsored at all.
We're not sponsored.
Only, like nothing else. No other company will ever sponsor you but Raid Shadow Legends.
I think it'd be really funny.
It'd be a lot of money in the short term, but in the long term, I have a feeling it will flat out die.
What do you think Raid Shadow Legends is gonna die? The best mobile game out there, the best MMO.
Stop. We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored.
Oh,
The
we're
best,
not
we're not
the
sponsored.
best
We're not
mobile
sponsored.
game out there is literally Fancy
We're not
Pants. So
sponsored.
screw you.
It wasn't even designed to be a mobile game, so shut up.
Still.
No,
Your
opinion is irrelevant.
Well, did you know they're coming out with a classic pack? So all the games like World 1, World 2, World 3. They're even making a World 1 or World 2 remastered.
We'll accept your.
That'd be cool.
Cool.
We will enjoy it.
Yeah, I know you like Fancy
Sponsor us.
Pants.
I like it, but I've moved on.
Sponsor us. Well, I'll figure out a way to make it really fun.
I'm alone. I'm so lonely.
I'll figure out a way to make the sponsorship really funny.
I have no friends.
You know, John, I'm gonna hear this afterwards
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy what I said.
if it even gets picked up. But anyways,
I hope it does. It doesn't look like
Time
it
is
did,
it?
but we shall see.
Or 13.
so we've been going an hour. Do you guys want to wrap it up?
We could still keep going because didn't you have a topic with like the
I had like one.
what I had on what I googled on
Oh, let me go get my phone.
YouTube? You had a
I
topic.
had like one.
What was your
right.
topic?
So, can we talk about Sonic for a bit?
Depends.
Sonic.
What?
What are you gonna say?
What ting?
What are we going to
Man.
talk about Sonic for?
I don't know. I met some Sonic fans and now I'm depressed.
That was a
Yeah,
short
wasn't this
conversation.
already a thing that you talked about?
I mean, yeah. But
Yeah,
also-
every time he meets a Sonic fan, he has to
get-
come onto this channel and be like, "I met a Sonic fan."
I'm a Sonic fan.
depressed.
I'm depressed.
All right. You know, let's just go on with this. Okay, so what was it? Thursday or Wednesday? It was Sunday.
One of those days.
Yeah. I was working, minding my own business, vacuuming up some places, having a good time, listening to my music. All of a sudden, I get a little notification from Discord. I'm like, oh, It's from the Legacy channel. Let's see what's going on.
That's what we call our
little
Yeah,
group
group,
chat.
our group chat.
Josh says, John, what are you watching on the VCRs? And on the picture that Josh also sent, it'll be on the green screen. It is shorts of TikTok thoughts, American Fitness Girl prank video, amazing TikTok reaction with the little ghost face, and then outfit challenge, #shorts, #TikToks. And probably like 10 minutes later, John was like, I thought that would be funny to fill the shorts with TikTok thoughts. And so that's what I did. Josh, of course, put his little Kirby face down thing. And John replies, at least you haven't checked the search history. The next, I think this was like 2 minutes later. I was already pretty laughing right now, but Josh sends a snapshot. He says, John all bolded, and it says, search for, I want to be your slave. And right there, I was like, what the hell? John! And John replies, hey, that's a good song, and I'm not ashamed to listen to it. Oh my, and then Josh said, should have messaged your search history with the little, like, whatever her name is, face.
Nagatoro.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have mentioned the
But
search
that
history.
I think that was so perfect of a joke for obvious reasons, but anyways. Man, also, when that happened, I need to show you guys something. Literally, that second that happened, this happened. I was vacuuming up in a conference room.
Okay.
Where is it? Please don't tell me I deleted it. Oh, here it is. And then, for no reason, the clock was starting to get messed up. Look at the clock.
That actually happens at my workplace too.
I'm like,
I don't know
what
why,
the hell
but
is
that's
going on? Literally, when you sent that, I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna die. I was waiting when I got in the elevator to go back downstairs. I was waiting to be transported in another dimension and be like, where the hell am I? Because something was happening. But that happened, and I just thought we share it here in the podcast because I found it pretty funny.
Have you guys heard the theory that we're actually in another dimension right now?
Cool. Yes.
You have?
Yes, it's pretty popular, John.
The one where like the world ended in 2012 and like we got transported into another dimension.
Yeah.
Now we're in another dimension.
You know, there's also a theory where we're all just clowns. But we don't talk about that now, do we? Oh, there's a theory that one of my brothers told me about where it's like called the egg theory, is that we're actually God. Like you yourself are God. And each time you die, you live a different life. For example, you're living as John right now. When you die, you could live as Josh, or as me, or as Obama, or whatever.
We could do isekai type shit.
That's some isekai type shit.
That is
That's
some isekai
Avatar.
type
That's
shit.
some Dalai Lama type shit.
Kind of,
right
but
there.
like the time like resets.
Oh, okay.
It's you go back to whatever time period that person lived.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys heard of the theory called the Last Thursday theory?
No.
Last Thursday's theory is that it states the universe was created last Thursday. Literally last Thursday. It's just we think everything is a lot older than it actually is. But the universe has only been around since last Thursday. There's no way to disprove this. No way at all.
Oh yeah, there's also no way to disprove that I ate like 50 eggs yesterday.
Exactly. But there's no way to disprove that the universe was created last Thursday. Think about that. You could literally be... You think that you're 21. Does that not mess with your mind? Or is that just me who thinks like that?
I think that just messed with his mind. I think he's insane.
I think that's a pretty cool theory, but like
everything you experience, everything you've ever seen, you think has happened, over the span of years. Nope, like maybe a couple milliseconds. The universe has been created
Interesting.
last
I feel like
Thursday.
you're talking about the cosmic calendar, but
No, that's something different.
That's different.
I see where you're coming from, John.
The universe created last Thursday.
Yeah.
Everything you've ever experienced, only like a couple days, but you think it has been.
It's been implanted in your brain. It's like the what's it called on Fallout 4? The robots. Forgot the name of it.
The Sims.
Yeah, the Sims, where they think they lived that whole life.
Yeah,
but
where they think
they're
that
actually just implanted with that memory.
They're just There's also have you guys watched the Truman Show?
Yes.
The movie with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Where he thinks. Have you seen it, Josh?
It's a pretty good movie.
Only saw clips.
Yeah, where he thinks basically that he's in this world and stuff, but actually it's a TV show made for somebody else.
Yeah.
There's a theory, or there's hundreds of theories like similar to the Truman Show, but one of it is like you can read people's minds. So the government was like that you're too dangerous to be left alive. So they put you in a place where nobody else has mind thoughts. You all are brain dead, and you're the only one that can read minds. But because all of you guys are brain dead, anyone that you've ever met is brain dead. That you'll never find out that you can actually read minds. Your whole world is a simulation.
Oh, that's always nice to think about.
Anyways.
Something for you guys to think about. Go ahead and have an existential what's it called? Existential crisis. There you go.
Existential crisis.
I'm already having one. What a note to end off this episode.
It's 421.
So much for watching
or
listening,
whatever.
Or I don't know, having this on
Spotify
while you smoke, or do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, that's a long smoke.
That's a long smoke.
Do whatever you gotta do.
Do whatever you gotta do, man. You gotta shoot people.
Don't shoot people, guys. Don't do it.
Don't shoot people.
Let's just put some.
All right, let's just end it. We'll see you guys in the next podcast. Goodbye.
So much for watching. We'll see you guys in another video.